First and foremost, I have a sticky phone case now. Just thought everyone should know that. I feel like it's been such a long time since I've like talked to a camera, even though it hasn't been, because anyway, hello and welcome to June. Hopefully June is a lot better of a reading month for me because, hello, elephant in the room, I've really been posting videos and haven't really been that active on my socials because I've been in a book slump as well as a life slump, and I've been trying to pick myself up back off the floor. I'm still kind of in a book slump, but I'm like starting to get out of it to the point where I want to start like reading books again because I don't want to like dwell on a book slump because I feel like people don't like talking about book slumps because maybe they think it's like a little bit of like bad luck or something. Like if I talk about it then you'll get one. We're not talking about that. No one's getting book slumps over here. I was in the mode. Okay, is there an airplane flying over? And there's a hair in my eye. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk through it. But I basically wasn't even in the I wasn't even in the mood to like pick up a book and read it, but I'm feeling a little bit better this month and I'm kind of like starting to like crawl, like army crawl out of the book slump. Like imagine I'm in a hole that's 6 feet underground, because I feel like using other words a little much, and then I'm just kind of like climbing my way out of it and like getting out of it. Hopefully June is the month that I kind of like fully get out of the book slump because I've been in it since April. So hopefully June is the month that we completely get rid of this. I do want to pick up a book, but I don't necessarily have like books on my radar that I like really want to read. Like I read Fourth Wing last month, and then that was really like the only book that I kind of wanted to read. So to remedy that, I'm gonna have you guys pick some of my TBR because there are a few books on my TBR that like I absolutely know like I'm gonna read this month, but there are a few that I'm indecisive in between that I want your guys' help with. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look at my bookshelves, I'm gonna look at kind of like what I have sitting on my physical TBR, and I'm gonna pick out some of the books that I know that I'm going to like read this month, and then we're gonna pick some of the books and take pictures, and I'm gonna post polls over on my Bookstagram. If you guys aren't following my Bookstagram, I also have a personal Instagram, I also have a TikTok, I also have a Pinterest. I have everything. It's always linked down below. If you ever need to find me anywhere, they're always down below. Literally even on Spotify you can find me. But I am going to kind of like put up polls on like which one should I read this month? Like what should I read? And that we are going to form my TBR at the end of the video. Sit down and I'm going to tell you guys what my TBR is this month based off of like what you guys chose. And then also to kind of do a little pair with this video, out of the books that you guys chose, I'm going to do a reading vlog just centered around all of the books that you guys chose and me like reading those books and like what I think about it, because I think that's a fun little idea. So let's get into this and start picking out some of the books. I'm gonna scoot you over here because this right here is my just like summer TBR. So there are a few that I know that I'm absolutely going to like take with me. I'm going on vacations and stuff this month, so I'm going on a few trips. So I know that I'm going to take at least I know I'm going to take at least these 3 books and the first book that goes with this one. Okay, I know like, okay. This one's a definitely, should I take this one and like, I think we should do this one. Okay, those are like the super summery books. I also know I'm also going to be rereading this month. We'll go back into that in a sec. But are there any other ones that I'm like absolutely getting to this month? I don't think so. Okay, so I have 8 pairs, so obviously only one book is going to come out of each of these pairs. First of all, we have 2 Megan Quinn books. So we have Vacation Wars and The Runaway Groomsman. So we're going to see which one of these makes the cut. Look like this. Next up, we have Christina Lauren's Something Wilder, and then we have Christina Lauren's The True Love Experiment. Next, of course, we have to have some Ellen Hildebrand. So we have The Hotel Nantucket and then The Perfect Couple. Me being like, I actually took some off of here because it's just a lot. Then we have 2 Mary Kay Andrews books. So we have Hello Summer, and then we have The Newcomer. Then we have 2 different Lucy Score books. So we have Pretend You're Mine and Rock Bottom Girl. I've really been wanting to read a Lucy Score book, so very interested to see. I feel like both of these come covers are giving summer. And then we have another 2 books from the same author. So we have Do I Know You and The Roughest Draft. And then I had to throw in 2 literary fiction. So we have Really Good Actually and Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? Slay! I just took a picture for all of these. There's 7 books. So I feel like that's fitting. Like, you know, you can do like 7 books in 7 days. I am going to put these on my Instagram, on my Bookstagram. I'm going to leave the poll up for a little bit. I think I'm going to go eat, edit a video, and then we're going to come back and see what the poll is after a few hours. And that is going to be our June TBR, additionally with some of my own picks intermixed in there. Let's see. Off to the polls, off to the results. And I do it over and over and over again if I could. It's obviously hours later. I look a lot worse than I did when I filmed the first clip, but what you get is what you see. So I actually have not even been on my Bookstagram since I posted these polls because I did not trust myself to get on my Bookstagram to not look at the polls. Therefore, this is going to be a blind reaction to the polls. I mean, not that it's that big of a deal, but you know, here we are. First of all, we're going to do the 2 Megan Quinn books. So we have Vacation Wars and Runaway Groomsmen. It looks like Vacation Wars won, which is actually very surprising to me, with 64% to 36%, which is actually surprising because when I talked about these in a video, I saw a lot more people talk about Runaway Groomsmen than they did Vacation Wars. But I think it's the cover, honestly. Like, if people don't know about the synopsis, I think when you look at these 2 covers, you're a lot more inclined to go to Vacation Wars. Okay, our next Instagram story is the 2 Christina Lauren books. So we have Something Wilder and the True Love Experiment. The True Love Experiment, which I really did expect this because this is their new release. So I figured a lot of people were like wanting to read this or wanting to hear about it, and I think the cover really intrigues some people. Okay, next up, this is the one I'm nervous about. We have The Perfect Couple in the Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. The Hotel Nantucket won 52 by 40. The Hotel Nantucket won by 4%. I am happy about this one because not that I don't want to read The Perfect Couple, but I had read a few pages of this and really wanted to continue reading it. So I'm happy about that one. Pretty sure the next one are the 2 Mary Kay Andrews books. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, so Hello Summer won, and I'm pretty sure this is the one where she has to go back to her family's newspaper, which I'm surprised won over this one because I think this one is like she has to go to Florida, like a small town in Florida. I'm very interested to see what the results of this one is. These are the 2 Lucy's Horror books. So we have Pretend You're Mine and Rock Bottom Girl. If I were to guess, I would probably say Rock Bottom Girl just because I feel like people see this book a lot more. I feel like Pretend Your Mine just got new covers, so people are like kind of just discovering this book. Yes, I knew it. Rock Bottom Girl, 65% to 35%, so it won by a whole entire 30%. I don't even know what Pretend Your Mine's about. Oh, I think it's like a fake dating trope. Just 2 more, guys. Okay, so we have the 2 Austin Sigmund Broca and Emily Wimberly books. I'm very interested to see which one will win. I feel like it's going to be The Roughest Draft. Yes, Roughest Draft, 69 to 31%. I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this one, and I don't think there's been like a lot of good things said about this one. Okay, guys, last one, which I'm actually also very interested. Did I say that for all of these? Probably, but we have the 2 literary fiction books, Really Good Actually and Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? I feel like it really could be either one, but I feel like Really Good Actually is seen a lot, so I feel like I'm going to go with this one. Yes, 60 to 40%. Really Good Actually won 60% to 40%, which I'm actually really excited for because I tried to read a few pages of this one, and I just feel like I'm going to really like this one. And now we're going to do my finalized June TBR. I almost said May, but it is definitely June. Okay, so here is the stack of books that you guys chose, and just to reiterate this, I'm going to make a whole entire video dedicated to literally all 7 of these books. I'm going to make a video, probably going to be titled Followers Pick What I Read for a Week, or it's probably going to be reading what my followers choose for 7 days. Reading 7 books that my followers chose for 7 days. I just came up with that. But these are the 7 books that you guys chose, so keep an eye out for that video. So first of all, we have Really Good Actually. The Roughest Draft, Rock Bottom Girl, Hello Summer, The Hotel Nantucket, The True Love Experiment, and The Vacation Wars. I feel like there's a lot of romance in there, and it's really just like summer reads, but I feel like it's kind of like a little bit of a variety of stories, so I feel like it'll be good. Now here is the pile of the books that I chose for my June TBR. So we have some repeats. So first of all, we have The Only Survivors. I'm literally dedicated to reading this book because I just feel like if I don't read this in the summer, I will never read it. And it's literally, say it with me folks, I feel like I've said it enough, a thriller that takes place in the Outer Banks. So I feel like I'm gonna like it. I say that, but then I don't read it. Anyway, so we do have a fantasy this month, an adult fantasy, and that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I literally want to shout out Rachel Catherine for this one because I remember seeing this after I read The Invisible Life of Out of the Rue, literally probably almost 3 years ago now, and I just never read another V.E. Schwab book, which is the author of The Invisible Life of Out of the Rue, and I recently saw Rachel Catherine rave about this and that she was really liking it, so I literally picked this up when I was in New Jersey in May, and I'm deciding to wanting to pick this up. If you were waiting for my humble opinion on these two books that you've probably been seeing literally everybody read this month or last month or whenever, then maybe you can count on me reading them this month. So we have When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect. I'm saying these two because these two are in the same little series that Sarah Adams is doing, and I've read a few pages of When in Rome. I do enjoy Sarah Adams' writing because they're super short, easy, fast reads that are literally so sweet and so cute, so I can always look forward to these, especially me being in a book slump. I feel like these are good books to go to. We already have, I read this in April, and we already have the reread of Happy Place by Emily Henry, but I literally got a signed edition. This is the signed edition of the UK cover. I don't know, but I do want to just already reread and fully annotate this book. And before any of you comment and go, why would you annotate a signed copy? I'm never letting this out of my possession. I'm never selling this. I'm literally never. Emily Henry is my favorite author, 100%. Say it with my whole entire chest. I would literally buy Emily Henry's grocery list. I'm never going to sell it, and especially having a signed edition, it just means a lot to me to have this one fully annotated as it being the signed edition. So there's that for you guys. Our last three books are all, I feel like, super fun. So first of all, we have Mrs. Nash's Ashes. I saw this, I think Berkeley. Yeah, Berkeley posted this, and I just thought that it looked funny. I think it's about a girl, and she's basically trying to deliver the ashes to this old lady that she was friends with to her long lost lover, I'm pretty sure, and she meets this guy along the way, and it says 2 love stories decades apart, one chance to prove love is worth the ride. And then of course, I feel like I'm the last one to read Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I'm kind of scared because everybody that I talked to, they haven't had raving reviews on this book, so I'm very interested to see what my thoughts are on it. I'm pretty sure it's she has to go back to run her little lake establishment, a bed and breakfast, I don't know, and the guy that she spent one night with a decade ago comes back into her life and wants to help her. I don't know. And the very last book on my June TBR is Jana Goes Wild. Again, this is just a book that I feel like is super, first of all, literally the best cover that I have so far seen this year. It's a second chance romance, and it literally seems like it takes place in the wild. I don't know. Okay, how many books is that? 15 books on my TBR this month. I feel like that's not too astronomical, but it still feels a little jarring for somebody who's in a very, very big book slump. So follow along with the ride to see if I do continue. Followers choose my reads for a week video, and just any other video that I make this month. I have some videos planned that hopefully you guys will like. I want to get back into the whole entire, grind that I was doing on YouTube, but I've been in a life slump, so it's been a little hard. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do, and I will see you guys when I see ya. Peace.